Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to everybody who's here. So, my name is Clement, and welcome again to Kingdom Group's Coffee Talk. Sorry for the slight delay because there was a technical error just now, and I hope everybody's evening is going well. So welcome to our show. Today we'll be talking about tribute to motherhood in conjunction with Mother's Day, that is on the second Sunday every May. All right. It is celebrated in the rest of the world as a celebration to honor mothers, right, as well as motherhood, maternal bonds, and the influence of mothers in society. Well, this goes without saying that mother is the most important figure in the world. She's not only the reason for our life, but is also our teacher. And mother personifies happiness, in everything. She's a teacher, and she just wants to make us feel, she just wants us to be happy. She knows everything about us and understands us even when we do not say a word. So Mother's Day is a celebration that honors mothers all across the world, and we can honor them with gifts, messages, and there are so many forms of ways we can honor our mother. All right. So this year, definitely Mother's Day also will be special, just like every other year, in honor of all the mothers in the world. So tonight, right, the topic for tonight will be tribute to motherhood, and we have special guests joining us tonight. And I will bring them in first before telling you what is special. All right. So welcome. Hello, Shirley.
Hello, hi,
Hi.
Clement.
Okay. And hi, Doreen.
Yep.
Hi everyone. Hi.
Hi, Kareen.
Hi. Hi, sisters. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
So we have special guests tonight, like I mentioned. All three are sisters. We are missing one sister today. All right. And also, I mean, it's the first time, I think, or if it is the first time I'm doing a coffee talk with my wife inside, right? Who's my
Shirley,
wife?
it's actually Shirley, not us.
Right? Yeah. So thank you for joining, for making time, to come on air tonight. And also, I need to give a special mention to Kareen because she's in the UK right now, and because there's a time difference and everything, and she purposely reserved. Thank goodness it's nearing lunchtime, and she purposely reserved lunch break just to be able to come on air and do our coffee talk with us. So everybody is fine, huh? Everybody's feeling fine.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so I mean, today's coffee talk is about tribute to motherhood. All right, tribute to motherhood. So as we all know, of course we all know, and I know all of us here are mothers. So let's talk about a little bit about Mother's Day, right? What does Mother's Day mean to each and every one of us? What does Mother's Day mean to you, Kareen?
Interesting, Clement. Actually, in the UK, we celebrated about 2 months ago. So this is my second one. And but in short, I think what I feel about my tribute to my mom is quite different from how my kids tribute to me as well, right? So my interpretation of Mother's Day is that they are the greatest person in the world, brought us into the world along with our dad. And I find that the sacrifice that they've made is just is really difficult to describe. And now I become mother myself. I felt that tremendously, and I kind of applaud all the mothers in the world for being who they are. My kids obviously have a different way. They just want to bring me bread, breakfast in bed. That's how they celebrate Mother's Day.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like Runa. I mean, she in the morning also she will bring breakfast in bed for Shirley, and
Yeah.
then but there's nothing for me one. So and when mom asks her what about daddy, and then she says daddy don't like bread, so this is for mommy. You know, so it's so special, it's so different.
Mm.
So what about you, Doreen? I mean, what?
I think I completely concur with what Karen has said. You know, everything that she said is very spot on, and I feel it too. But I don't have the bed and breakfast yet. I'll pressure my kids for that. So but I think it's very different, right? When we are celebrating as kids ourselves, and now that we are mothers, right? So when kids, because I'm just thinking back of what Mother's Day meant to us, I think we are usually, last time we were usually very, very excited about it because it is time that we usually buy the same cake, a pandan cake, right? We always buy the same pandan cake for our mother to celebrate Mother's Day. And then, yeah, we got very creative, innovative with the cards and all. And being Asian, right, we barely say I love you to parents, to mothers, right? So it is that particular day that I remember we openly will write in the card that, oh, I love you, mom. The other days we don't say that. I mean, for us, we barely say that. So I think that really is something that is quite a good memory for me. But now that we are mothers ourselves, I think in this day itself, it's more of a reflection of the motherhood journey, like what Karen mentioned just now, right? Like what our mothers have done for us, and what we are doing for our kids. So it's a lot of reflection on this day. Yeah, I think that's for me. But I'm not sure about Shirley. Shirley has a
Jia and Doreen said everything already. Yeah.
hello, Shirley. You don't.
Your version of Mother's Day, Shirley.
Version of Mother's Day. I was just asking Rona. I said, Rona, what do you know about Mother's Day? He said, Mother's Day. Oh, I remember last year Daddy ordered chocolate cake for us. Can we do the same this year? The chocolate cake is very yummy. Yeah, so like what Doreen and Jia said, it's more of appreciating our mummies, what they've done for us every single day without saying they're tired. They can like do the things from A to Z without complaining. Just as they will always treat us as a 3-year-old girl, no matter how old you are. So I'm saying that because my mummy is treating me like that. So for that, yeah.
And if she treats you like a 3-year-old, she treats Anne like a baby.
So I think this is a day where we really give tribute and appreciate what our mothers do for us, lah. Yeah.
So you see, I mean, Mother's Day is so meaningful to each and every one of us. So do all of us here? I mean, do we make it a point actually to celebrate Mother's Day?
I have to put my hand up though. For me, right, every day to me is special. But then for kids, it's different, right? Like what we have experienced before. Kids will have a special memory in their brain to say, oh, today's Mother's Day. I'll treat you extra nice, 110% nice, like 200% up the moon, right? But for me personally, I felt that I want to treat my mom as I would have on Mother's Day, but every day would be, extra special as well. So especially now I'm so far away from everyone at home, it's very difficult for me to show like how much I care and stuff. So I kind of have to make a point to call her. And sometimes I don't even call her on Mother's Day, Clement. Because I forgot to go on Mother's Day actually, because I do it kind of natural to call her as and when I felt that I need to talk to her. I think this is how I kind of view Mother's Day as an everyday thing. Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, because you do, because every time sometimes I say, hey, where's mom? Or in the room talking to Kareen. A lot of times she's like in the room talking to Kareen, and then lah, right, I can see that lah, right?
Yeah. You can hear our conversation. It's quite loud. That's when the verbal diary begin.
Huh?
That's when all mommy start reporting whatever happened for the week, Monday to Sunday. It all happened within 20.
The CNN reporting. Yeah. I get my download for the week.
Okay, so but I mean, then Doreen, like for you, I mean, do you actually make it a point to celebrate it every year? I mean, because Mother's Day is this weekend actually, right? Mother's Day is this weekend.
That's true. We were planning for something. So I think every day is a Mother's Day. We would like to believe that, right? But I think we celebrate Mother's Day just any excuse to have a celebration to get together. So that's what we usually do. But this time around, I think we just need to adjust with it with the MCO, which is just announced. So
Yeah.
it's a very simple affair, yeah, but usually it's just wishes, and the girls will usually do something special. Like last year, they actually woke up like 2, 3 a.m. to hang around photos all in the room and all this kind of thing. So like Kareen was saying, it's more for the kids than for us. Yeah. But as long as they're happy, we are happy, right? So we just
Exactly.
ride them
Yeah.
along, yeah.
Yeah.
Then what about you, Ibi? I mean, oh,
Um,
She's
do
special.
you actually
She stay with
do we
mommy,
make it
so
a
she has
point?
like double.
Every day, yeah.
double tier celebration. Actually, I make it a point for Rona to also know that, because I think at their age they do not know that mom is my mother.
Actually,
I
not
think at
known
their
already,
age,
Shirley, at this
they,
point.
I'm not too sure because sometimes they get confused. So
Actually, no, you're right. You're right. They get confused. They do.
yeah, they don't know who is
Yeah.
what. They may not even know we are sisters.
Yeah, that's
So
true. No, agree. Because I remember Kara asked me who are the both of you. And
so this is
who,
the day that,
it's just like for them, it's like a friend. It's like, is Sai your friend,
yeah,
mommy? Is G your friend?
yeah,
Is Uncle Man your friend? I said, no, they are relative, my family.
yeah. So this is the
Yeah.
day that we can actually tell them the connection between us. Amma is my mother, or grandma is daddy's mother. Then
Yeah.
the chain goes on and on. So at least they understand now what is who is your mother, who is grandma, who's amma, things like that now.
Yeah, but as they grow up, as they grow older, I think definitely they will. It's only time lah. I mean, a lot of things they may not understand fully now, but when they grow
Yeah,
slowly, it's only time lah. Definitely they will understand. I think
of course,
so.
of course.
So let's talk a little bit about our own mom first. Like because all three of you are sisters. Like I said, we're missing one sister because she said she don't like to do public speaking. Okay, let's talk about your own mom first.
Is
What do you
watching
think was
us.
her, who's watching us? So
And you're
what do
watching
you
us, is it? And
yeah?
Yes,
Do you think she's watching us? Yeah,
yes, she
she
is.
should be.
She is. She is.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you think? Let's talk about mom. What do you think was her aspiration, like your mommy? What do you think was an aspiration for you girls when you were growing up? I mean, did she say, Shirley, you must, what do you like? Do you want to you need to do that? Kareen, what do you want to grow up to be? Or Doreen, when you grow up, what was an aspiration for each and every one of you?
Doreen, you start first then. She has a lot to say.
Yeah. No, I think what's important to establish is that we came from a family of 4 girls, right? So the female gene is pretty strong. So I think since young we have been taught not only by my mom but both mom and dad, right, that woman empowerment is very, very important. So specifically for my mom, she may look modern, right? People say, oh, she looks like Kwai Po, that kind. But traditionally, she's a very traditional person. Because I always remember that she said, yeah, it's important to have a career, it's important to be successful at work, but make sure that you take care of your family first. So for her, there's always the mindset that she always drill in us that whatever you do not neglect the family compartment because family is the most important. And I think subconsciously that got into our mind. So, and when we were young, we were all very, very independent, right? And she really didn't need to worry at all about our education. And never once she asked us whether have we done our revision. So not like now, right? We are like tiger moms and all that. So, and I think we are good kids lah. We always act on autopilot. So, and come to think of it, she never once asked, what do we want to be when we grow up? Now, nothing discussed about ambition. My form to university was filled up by Kareen. So
did?
like yes, you put in because you said that now pharmacists they put on the white coat, it look good. So then because it was the opposite faculty. So maybe it was a reverse psychology that she was playing with, but we turned out fine. So I think subconsciously she did impart all these values to us. That's how I feel. Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
Then Shirley, Ivy, what do you think?
Mommy actually she was a very fierce mother. She used to chase Doreen around the table every day. She used to lock us in the storeroom for being naughty. She used to
Hey, why
actually
was she still is, she still is very fierce leh.
So now she has toned down. Then she used to put chili into Jeje's mouth. Things
Oh
like
my
that lah.
God.
I mean,
Not in my
Lock her in the
teeth,
bathroom. Lock her in the bathroom. Hey, child abuse, all this child abuse, be careful.
cut.
those were the traditional mommy. But in a nut, but actually overall she was fierce, but she wasn't really as a strict mom lah. She gave her a lot of flexibility, like what Doreen said. She didn't question us what you want to be. She didn't like dictate you have to do this, you have to do that. You know, she didn't even like tell us you have to score excellent result in your exam. So in that sense, she gave us a lot of trust, and it helps a lot because four of us we were very, very, very obedient. Seriously.
Very, 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 very obedient. She stressed so many times.
Bold and capital.
Very obedient. Seriously, because she can
Yeah.
just leave us in the market and Kareen will take care of four of us watching the chicks. As in those little chicks are not watching chicks.
Actually, Shirley is the most obedient one. That one I have to give it to her. Shirley is the most obedient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You say,
I think
yeah.
that some yeah, I agree. I am
Yeah.
still obedient.
Yeah, she's the most obedient.
So actually, I think all of us also trying to actually shadow what she has done, because I believe her mother, the way she taught us to, the way she taught us to grow up has actually molded us to be who we are today lah.
Okay, then Kareen got on top of what Doreen and Shirley has mentioned, anything else that you think you want to add? I mean, because like what I get from both of them is, I mean, growing up, your mother just said, maybe what she implied was that, just be good, grow up, be good. She never actually, need you to be certain things or do certain
No, that's why I think completely concur though. I completely concur with Doreen and Shirley, because she instilled discipline in us, but discipline to be good child, to be good heart, and to be kind to people as well as to take care of the family. So that's the kind of whole thing. And I find that that's why she's able to do this without actually stressing, like giving us any pressure from the educational front. Because I think she believed that once we have this good foundation, we will work out ourselves what we need to do. Right. And I also have to take this now, like I have two kids, they grow out in this country, how to instill the culture without being too angmoh, but still having the Asian culture as well. So that helps me, because I get to ground them down and say, look, we are still Asian by nature. We have to have all these culture and values. I think that really, really helps. And I'm also similar. Is I think whatever mommy has done to me, I kind of like carry on without actually realizing it. To be honest, Simon.
Yeah.
It's like inside me, but I just can't. Why I did that? It's like, what he did to me before, about values and things. Yeah.
Forcing them with chili sauce.
No chili sauce. This country, no chili sauce, right?
Yeah.
No chili padi also, so nothing. No cane also, nothing. I just have to bribe them with other stuff. No?
Yeah, because I remember there was once also I was walking with Shirley, talking about cane lah, right? There was once I was walking with Shirley in the Pasar Malam, then she was looking at the cane. She said, "Is it time to buy one?" Then I'm like, is there like a time to buy a cane? But yeah, I think growing up, I were your cane? I was definitely cane lah.
Oh yeah, many times.
We had
Yeah,
four canes, Clement. 4 canes. You can choose whichever you want.
the thickness lah, the thickness
Yes.
lah.
I remember the thinnest one is the most painful one, right? Compared to
Yeah.
like, oh my god. That's
And
why
you'll be
Doreen is
cane at
running
the
around the table, right? She
You'll
just
be
run
cane at
down
the most visible areas before you go to school.
So that it's obvious lah. So it's obvious
Yes.
somebody got cane,
Yeah.
right? So I mean,
Shirley, do you get cane?
I don't think so. I got.
Oh my god,
I mean,
we both of us, the elder, I think I got the most actually, because
No,
whatever
Doreen,
Doreen did
Doreen.
just transferred to me. The eldest. That's not funny. It's funny now, right? Back then it's like, oh.
It's okay. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yep, true, very true.
Yeah.
So
Said the little child, yeah.
so what did your mom teach you girls about parenting or being a mother? Like you said, maybe like Kareen say also that, she, without realizing a lot of certain things, growing up, actually you are a reflection of her. So was there something that, that left an impression that actually you, from her, actually you carry on doing now?
I'm laughing because she just asked us don't get married too late.
Okay, right.
I think that's what we discussed, right? I think for my mom, right, for her family is very, very important. So she always say that whatever decision that you make sure you prioritize your family, take good care of your husband. She's a typical, like
Maker.
very Confucius kind, right? And I think because for her is we call her the mother hen, right? And we are her chicks. So for her is it is the role of a mother to bring everybody together. Without the mother, your family will usually, they will
Disintegrate.
be very fragmented. So I think, and maybe the other thing that I think is very obvious is she's very, very close to all her siblings. And that's why we are also close, right? Because we see how she is with her current sibling. They always have a lot of gatherings, this kind of thing. And I think those are the values that they bring down to us. That's why we always have a weekly, almost weekly kind of gatherings and all that, just, for cousins and everyone to get together, because I think that's very important, that the network that we create is very, very important. So maybe I think that comes a lot from observing how she is with her family.
Yeah, but it's fun, right? I mean, if we can do it weekly or bi-weekly, it's fun just
It is.
coming
Mm,
together, having the fellowship, and
yeah.
all the other, like our children, they can know each other better. Because I always remember, right, growing up, when we have all this, the cousins are always very close knitted.
Yep.
But there will also come a point in time where
Mm.
the children start going out, for their studies and everything. Then if you don't maintain it, then the cousins can start growing a little bit distant if you don't make an effort lah,
Yep.
right?
True.
Yeah. So I mean, one word lah, if you have one word to describe your mom, what will it be?
I say
Okay.
first.
You've been very
What's that?
quiet.
What's that actually?
Shall we put her hand first?
Speed.
Speed.
It's damn fast like a lightning. It's done.
It's interesting you say that, Shirley. Interesting you say that, because when my kids listen to all this voice chat on web, the WhatsApp, they say, how come Amma and Sai speak so fast?
Oh, really?
Same
You're complete
speed,
opposite from Clement, right? Clement is so slow and steady.
Yeah, it's like chill, relax.
Chill, yeah, chill. She's not chill. Shirley's not chill.
So for Shirley, you describe your mom as speed lah, like very kanchiong lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, that's
Speed
true. That's
because
true.
sometimes when she want to give something to Doreen, right? It's like, that's mommy. The red car already reversed off on the porch already.
But by the time she come and pass me the thing, before I say thank you, she's already gone.
the road runner.
Like a road runner. Beep, beep.
Yeah. I do not know what she's chasing after also. Whether she's going after an aeroplane or what, I just do not know. Yeah, that's true, because my mother-in-law will just, want to stand up and just say, hey, hi, Sally. Then gone already.
Then for
Go
Kareen,
on.
I think I would choose I have two words actually. The first one I was thinking of majestic, but I think wise. Wise is the one because she's one person I would call for advice, And believe it or not, Clement, whatever advice she give, usually I do take it. It's like it sits with me quite easily, Even though it's like work related, whatever related to stuff. Well, obviously she probably has given advice to my sisters as well, lah. So when I talk to her, she's like, "Yeah, Kareen, do this, like a wise man."
Yeah. So can we tell you a secret, Azhar? Can we tell you a secret?
Why? Because you have the chat behind there, your secret chat.
No, usually whatever you ask her, she'll ask us, what do you think? Then she come back to you. Then she'll say that, oh, don't tell Kareen that I actually share with you until she's
It's an
comfortable.
impromptu question. Sometimes it's impromptu question. I say, "Mommy, I have this question for you." I said, "Oh yeah, okay." Then she gave it to me.
yeah, I mean, a mother being a mother, they will always have wise words lah. During during that moment when we just ask them something, even though sometimes when they reply, it sounds so simple, right? But
Yeah,
actually, there's more to that than
Yeah.
it is
yeah,
lah,
yeah.
right?
True.
So being a mother now being a mother
Hey,
now, each and
have
every
Doreen, have you given your one word?
Not yet,
Come
Chef.
on.
oh, sorry, yeah,
No problem. Strong. I think she's very
strong,
strong. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you can continue. You were asking something just now.
No, I said being a mother now compared to our mom's generation, right? Like each of you here, you all are all mothers. Being a mother now compared to your mommy's generation, I would think that how different was it? How different is it now compared to last time? How do you see it?
I think my BP get higher now. Kek say.
And because I think, and in UK especially, right, you have all this Western culture. Maybe it's a bit difficult also, where
But thank God
we
my
are a
BP
bit
is still
vocal,
normal.
right?
I just checked yesterday. No, the thing is, they know to push your. They know we are working. For example, I'm working from home, right? A lot of people working from home as well. They came back. They know mommy's working. They will just press for anything so that they won't interrupt my work. So smart that way. And then they will ask anything. I say, yeah, I'm on the call. On the call. So they are now going now to learn that okay, mommy's working and she's busy. So I can ask for more stuff, then I won't interrupt her. They kind of form this kind of logic in their head.
Oh,
So I find that having to juggle their expectation is getting really, really challenging. But saying that, I think as mother, my husband John as well, we do have to break out from the work, take time out, like really, really take time out, and then have time with them. Otherwise, it's quite challenging from
Yeah.
my perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, I,
okay.
I agree with that. I really agree with that, because I think what Karen is saying is also the instant attention that they're all attention seekers. They crave for attention, and they're also addicted with this what do you call that? The instant gratification, right?
Mm.
Especially now
Yes.
with social media and all that. Because if you look at us, we were so much disciplined, like what Shirley was saying. So we are submissive in a sense, right? So kids of our generation, we actually grew up without social media. But then again, to your question, Clement, really, I think fundamentally, I think it's the same, right? Because a mother is a mother. Like what Karen is saying about my mom, the maternal instinct, each time she asks a question, she has the answer. So the maternal instinct really remains. But maybe people will say that it is more challenging for us to be a mom now as the society is progressing with social media and all this kind of thing. But then again, when you look back now, we have assistance, a lot of help from our husbands, a lot of help from the network. And I think what's very, very important also, that we do not need to ask financial aids from our husband, and that really makes a big difference compared to mothers of last time, right? So maybe, I do not know, with this evolution, maybe it's easier to be a mother now than last time, because we are now much more independent compared to mothers of the previous years. I really do not know.
Okay. Well, it's easy in a way, but you see, I think being a mom, I don't know lah, but I look at my mom, for example, being a mom last time and now is very different in a way, in terms of, like you say, there's no social media last time. Now they are so exposed to social media, so they will also be dangers in it. I think because of overexposure, you know,
True.
they. I mean, I see news that, like, you know, I mean, because you can know anybody online, so that is also something which is worrying, lah, I guess, right?
Yeah.
And even our days, right? I think when we go out, we just go out. We don't even have handphone. We just tell if we're going to be out for 3-4 hours. We just tell the time, then we come back according to the time. But now
Yeah.
is like being a parent. Like for me, you like for you being a mother. If your children go out, let's say 1 hour, they say 1 hour, and 1 hour 5 minutes they are not back. Well, we start already. Where's the fleur? Where's right?
Yeah, I agree with you though, Clement, because like now we are. I feel that as mother, as parent, we become like more anxious sometimes because of whatever is happening around us, right? and they are evolving so quickly. The children are evolving so quickly, more so that we have to also keep pace with them, right? Like they are sometimes like they will come and tell me, oh, they learn about this and this and this. Oh, I didn't actually learn in school, you know, when I was at their age. So
Yeah.
I think keeping pace is one of the things that, as mother, as parents, we evolve quite a lot compared to the last generation. And I find that maybe the last generation can be slightly more relaxed. In this generation, we probably have to, I don't know, be relaxed as much as we can, but I think at some point we still have to keep up with the pace, right?
Yeah.
Knowing that they will be evolving a lot more quicker in the next 5-10 years as well.
Yes, very,
Keep on
very quick,
going.
very, very quick. And coming to that, I mean, like Doreen also said, I mean, now maybe being a mother is you can be more independent and everything. But because like okay, I know there's something in common like with all three of you. All of you are working mothers. So is
Yeah.
it easy being a working mother or like because like last time mom was a homemaker, right? Compared to being a working mother, is it any easier being a working mother?
You give that to Shirley. Shirley is quiet. Shirley, come on.
How is it like being a
If you ask me, if I were given a choice to choose whether to be a working mother or to be a stay-at-home mom, I would choose to be a working mother. No, first and foremost, like what Doreen said, it makes a difference when you are also financially independent and you're also able to contribute to the family, and then meeting people, and then you have your own so-called me time at work from, for example, 9 to 5. You are playing a role as an employee, and then when you get back home, you play a role as a mother. So work-life balance does make a lot of difference. Because the moment I leave work, the moment I step into the house, that's when Rona and Romain come to me already. So I'm playing a second role. Honestly, the second role is much more tiring than the first role. But I'm not complaining because whatever worries I have at work, whatever troubles I have at work, by looking at them, it gives me I'm so happy that I have these two lovely kids welcoming me at home lah. Yeah.
Sure, Bo.
Oh, so ask Clement.
Yeah. So
of course.
thank you. So thank you. Even though at work the role at work, then when you come home, the role as a mother is even much more tiring. So thank you very
It
much.
is more
I
tiring.
appreciate it.
Sekian,
Yeah.
terima kasih.
You ask Doreen and Cece, is it more tiring the second role, the motherhood role?
It is
Yeah.
tiring, but I think
Yeah.
like you said, we can cope with it more, right? I don't know how, to be honest, Clement, I don't really know how it is like to be a full-time mom leader, like at home homemaker, because never really done it. Neither does my sister. All of us started off with working to begin with. That's a privilege, actually, to be honest. And I think we will continue to strive, especially when the kids see that, oh, actually you can be multiple roles. You don't have to just be one role, right? The kids will look at us and say, for me, I have 2 girls, Doreen have 3, and then Shirley have one. So next time they'll see that actually it's possible to do multiple roles, not just confined to one role.
Yeah.
As a
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No, but that's extremely important, right? Because I think like what Karen said, we have girls also, so we have to set a good example. So as how our mother has been an inspiration to us, we have to also be an inspiration to them, right? Like now myself, I'm a tiger mom. I ask them to study. I do not want them to just give up everything and be a homemaker next time. Nothing against homemaker, but I want to show them that you can actually have it all. You can have a fulfilled life at work. If that makes you fulfilled, why not? Because some people, they feel fulfilled being a homemaker. So I think most importantly is you must be fulfilled. Then you're happy, right? If you're happy, you spread joy to the family. So
Yeah.
for us, 3 of us, we feel happy at work. So I think that makes a big difference. Yeah.
Good one, Doreen. Good one.
So I mean, being a mother at work lah, all right. So because we like you said, you're a tiger mom, all right, Doreen. But being a mother at
Shirley
work,
is the worst tiger mom, okay, just for the record. I'm actually secondary compared to her.
yeah. So being a mom at work, is it okay when we are working? Is it okay to show vulnerability?
You are, Karen, you to take that
Is it
first.
okay to be vulnerable?
Karen has
What?
Karen produced a book on that. So like give her the chance. She actually wrote a book on that.
No, I think women at work, right, is like sometimes especially working moms will have to say that I need to be at work, I cannot take time off, I have to be present all the time. If I have to work late night, I have to work late nights, right? And then your baby, your kids come to you. You can't tell the boss to say that, oh, actually, I can't deliver the work. But I think at some time, I think workplace appreciate that. You're just being open and say that I will be able to do the work, right? But I just need to be able to work out the work-life balance and stuff. Over here is really good. I mean, they recognize that I'm a mom, I'm an employee of the company, uh, and they recognize that, so it's okay, but coming in with a solution, just don't throw the problem over the fence and say that solve that for me. So I think that's why it needs to balance out when we want to reach out for help in general. Yeah.
Very good, very good. So now, of course, I mean, the whole world is facing COVID. The initially COVID came. We didn't know what was it. Then we endured. I mean, the whole world virtually MCO, or we call it circuit breaker, or back in UK, we have other terms. So how has everyone been coping? How has everyone been coping with balancing kids and work, and because of the whole COVID thing?
Yeah, maybe I take that, Clement, because I think when we talk about work-life balance with COVID, it is now really work-life integration. Our work and life is
Yes.
really integrated, and I think it's difficult for us to really put an end to the Zoom meetings and all these kind of meetings, right? So, but I think back to the question of you mentioned about vulnerability, because it comes together. So I think it's very, very important for us to pace ourselves and to tell ourselves that if we have tried our best, and if it is good enough for me, it should be good enough for everyone else. So, you shouldn't be putting extra pressure on yourself, because it is not easy balancing work with kids at home and, everything. And you're just stuck at home, right? Because mental health is real. And I think,
Yes.
and I think we need to also understand that it's not sunny days every day. You don't have rainbows every day. You have rainy days, you have thunderstorm. And so you must raise your hand and ask for help. And I think that's why we are very blessed, because we have all our families with us. Our network is there. Like anytime I call Shirley up, I call anybody up, and can you please help this? I call Anna up. So I think that's very, very important, and that really help to balance between kids and work. When you just dump your kids at mom's place, and my mom-in-law is here. So I think that's very, very important. Yeah.
What is that, Shirley?
No, when Doreen said dump the children, it reminds me of Rona and Megan.
Yeah, we
that is.
If we were to see them on the map, you can see both of them zigzag between house A and house B every single day. They are like the
with the grandmother with the speed, right?
Yeah. Even
yeah,
true lah,
because of
true lah.
MCO, because of MCO, they are not able to do their social activity outside, not able to travel. So I mean, I actually pity the kids, because they are all confined within the four walls at home.
Correct.
So they are about to lose their sanity. So I like Doreen said, and it would be so nice if Karen is here, Cheche is here, then the cousins can just rotate, meeting here, doing these things there. At least
This is
sane
most right. Exactly.
It's
I think that's what I miss a lot. Like during the lockdown, I can't, like, it's only a modular family, myself, John, 2 kids. It was really, really difficult, to be honest with you. It was really hard, but thankfully the kids are not as demand. They understand something is going on, so they understand that we can't travel, we can't go to work, and we have to work from home. But eventually, I think after 6 months, things start to stabilize a bit. In the first couple of months, it was really, really difficult. Like, not sure what to do either. With them at home, me not able to work and stuff like that. But yeah, it took a while to settle, and I'm glad that we're all blessed through this together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even though during these trying times, I mean, like even back home here, they are doing MCO again, because the cases in Klang Valley is rising again. But throughout this whole period, I think at the end of the day, yes, COVID is a big issue, but it's still a blessing in disguise, because this whole period actually revealed certain things, or it make us grateful for a lot of things also lah. Throughout the difficult times, you cannot go to work. At first, the first, I remember when it first started, cannot go to work. Of course, every day, we always think about work. But then when you stay at home, like Kareen mentioned, it's difficult. But when have we ever actually spent so much time with our children?
No.
When? Never actually.
Never.
Right? So as much as, yes, it was tough, but we pulled through, and I think the kids really appreciate us being around them as well lah. Right?
It does strengthen the relationship somehow, I think. From my experience, it did. Although lots of still got a lot of disagreement, but I think overall the relationship has improved quite a lot.
Yeah, and that is so good to hear. That is so good to hear. So, and like all mothers here. So, do you have what are your aspiration for your children? Pre and post COVID. Maybe before COVID, I wanted my now. Of course, aspiration can be a lot of things, but of being parents, of course, they say, or maybe next time when my daughter grow up, when my son grow up, mothers being mothers, maybe you would have thought like maybe they can do something like this, because I speak to some of my mother friends. Last time they always said, a doctor is a good profession, pre and post COVID, but now they said, wow, they look at the frontliners, it's not easy. They said, or maybe then, so what are your aspirations for the children? Pre and post COVID, did anything change? Maybe Doreen can, did anything change?
Tiger mom.
I think they're more relaxed in the sense that you look at the bigger picture, be grateful that everyone is safe. I think that's more important. Sometimes I pull them out of school, like I said, just skip school for 1-2 weeks, it doesn't matter, because I think so you then refocus again what is your priority. What is the priority is your health and your well-being. So I think in that sense it has changed a lot. But I think we are all in trying times, right? Because as difficult as it is for us to be home, it is difficult for the children, because it's the nature of them to be, outgoing and, socialize with their friends and all that, right? Yeah, so I think that really takes a toll on them also, because before that, like you said, aspiration in many forms, right? So before that, we always talk about traveling together to, various places. Then they've already booked which countries they want to go to and all this kind of thing. And we were even talking about going to London and all that, right, to visit. But all that is taking the back seat now. And so that has to change. And it's a bit difficult also for us to keep to keep pacifying them, to say that, look, this phase will over soon, but we do not know for sure, so maybe we have to live with it for a long time. So I think we just need to continue supporting each other. Very unprecedented, but I think that's the least that we can do. As for I think that's from my side.
Yeah. Shirley, you have been more
I
quiet
have not
today.
Thinking hard.
Because Rona and Rumin are still very young, so I've not thought of any aspirations for them, really, seriously. I just want them to be like healthy and safe. As much as
But again, Shirley, but if you look at it, Shirley, we didn't even put Megan and Rona to school now, so they've missed 2 years of their school. So that in the sense that we have really, taken the decision to put them out, right?
Because when it comes to that,
want them to,
because when it comes to that matter, right? Because everybody has their own opinions, on, for example, on schooling. But when it comes to that matter, like for me also, I feel the same thing lah. Yes, they missed 2 years of school, but ultimately I want them to be safe. That is the ultimate goal now currently, So it's not that I don't mind. Of course, I wish they can, but the end goal now for the girl, for my daughter, is to be safe. So no schooling, that's that lah, right?
I think for me, I've always been quite relaxed anyway. So But now it's even shorter term, right? I don't think about like, what they want to do when they I never really thought about what they want to do when they grow up, actually, to be honest. I'm like my mom. So but what the interesting thing is, Clement, my eldest Lana, right, asked John, it's like, Papa, what do you want me to do when I grow up, right? And then John said, I just want you
Okay.
to be happy and healthy. And that sits with me, right? Because ultimately, whatever you do next time, you need to be happy and healthy, correct?
Yeah.
And I think that's how it is right now.
Mm.
Who knows
Yeah.
what is going to change in a few years' time?
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. So I think nowadays, of course, it's good, when in terms of living, we have short-term plans, we have long-term plans. But now, in order to wanting to do long-term plans is a little bit hard lah, because the whole outlook we don't know, how is it going to be, right?
Yep.
So let's just be, happy and healthy. I think that's very good. Let's be happy, let's be healthy, be grateful, and just
Be grateful.
just fight COVID and as it comes lah, right?
True.
So
True.
so, I mean, is there any experience that any one of you girls want to share with mothers this generation to better prepare our kids, for the future? You know?
um I suppose, like all mothers having different, from different walk of life, right? I think resilient, I think, is one word to describe mother, right? Like whatever you do to the mom, she will just hold
Bounce
their
back.
sleep up, bounce back. Resilient, I think, is one of common thing that I've seen, like across my sisters and other mother. So if one thing they were to take away, I think resilient is one of the key attribute to carry on, and hopefully for the best, right? And do the best they can. Not to. I suppose if we are happy with what we do, we don't have to worry about what others see us as.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
just be
because
confident
mm,
that we've done our best.
yeah,
Mm.
live our life as how we deem it fit lah, right? We're not
Mm-mm.
living for anybody else
Yeah,
but for
yeah,
ourselves,
yeah.
So just be a good person and live a good life,
Yeah.
Right, but you see, Clement, but again, we can't prepare enough. You can never prepare enough. Like COVID, nobody's prepared, right? It just hit you off.
Nobody.
And I think what's important is also no one child is the same. You see the three of us, you see, and four of us, we are all so different and so unique in our own ways, right? We are very, very different, although we are from the same mom. So I think you just need to
Although,
go with your maternal instinct, and you can't go wrong
No,
because
mommy will
there's
always
really
say,
no other way to prepare.
What's that,
yeah,
Shirley?
yeah, Shirley.
no, mommy always say,姐姐and me the same, Doreen and the same.
So what does that
Everybody
mean?
start
The
with
50%, the
What
50%
does that
split.
mean? What does that mean? Can you elaborate? What do you mean?
the first and the third are very obedient, very timid. The second and fourth are no, stubborn.
Stubborn.
Oh, true.
Well, Clement
Tomorrow
wants
you
to
don't send
remain.
Runa here, Shirley.
Clement
Tomorrow
remain
Runa is
neutral
not
here.
coming over, okay? Runa is not coming over tomorrow. You have rooming, okay, Shirley? Be careful.
And which is true, But anyway, Doreen won't agree as usual.
Yeah. Well, so I mean, is any one of of course, if our kids were watching us live tonight lah, if let's just say they are also on the screen watching our coffee talk tonight, I mean, what will you tell your children? I mean, what do you want to tell them? What is the thing that you want to tell them?
Shirley, you can go. Runa is watching you.
What do you tell them? Because I mean, she's still young to understand though. She just asked me, "Oh, mommy, you're going on live, with Kingdom Group with Daddy." Then I said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, okay, have fun. Say hello to Dee and Tua Yi, things like that." Yeah, I think because Rona and Rumi, they're still young, so it's a bit difficult to answer this question for my side. So I'll pass the baton.
Yeah. Okay, then next is Doreen. Next is Doreen.
What do I want to tell them?
She has a plenty.
About
No, no,
like
no,
for
no, no.
maybe.
Because whatever I say, then they'll say, "Oh, mommy, come on, stop being so cheesy," you know, that kind of thing, right? Because I think at the end of the day, the greatest blessing, they may not know, but the greatest blessing is really to have three of them in my life, right? But they'll say, "Ew, please, mommy, don't even say that on a live stream." So I take it back.
Cheryl.
Yeah, so I think I pass it to Karen lah. I really
Oh
don't
my
know what
God.
to say. So.
See, you see, we all hold back to all these like cringy stuff,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, correct.
My kids are, I'll just ask them to, to grow up well, to be happy, and then love the family and friends around them. I think that's more important, right? To have the big heart. Especially, I said that before, right? Not being near to the family is quite difficult for me.
Yeah.
So for me, is I want them to also remember that we have a family at home who is able to support them and stuff. And I want them to remember that. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, good, very good. So, I mean, like today's coffee talk is all about a tribute to motherhood, lah, right? So, in life, there are times, or there are many times when we need our mom, and no one else will do, lah, right? I mean, growing up, certain moments, certain times, whether we are down or we are up, or we are happy or we are sad, we just need our mom, lah, and nobody else, kind of thing. Because even though, like for Runa, she knows daddy loves her and everything, but there are just times when she just want mommy. That's it, So similarly, there are also times, I believe, that we always just want our mom. So I mean, before we all go off, late for tonight. I mean, what is the one thing you want to tell your mom? It can be anybody. So everybody looking at me is like,
Start with the
okay.
furthest one, the furthest on the globe.
Oh, start with the furthest,
How the furthest me?
Yeah. So
Oh,
before we end
I
our
want to.
show, yeah, before we end our show, I mean, what is it that you want to tell your mom in tribute to motherhood, for the Mother's Day?
I want to tell her that she is the main pillar in my life. So I think suppose the pillar is like strength, love, and everything else. I think I owe a lot to her, right? Even though I think sometimes my mom felt that, is nothing, or maybe she feels that, all she wants is for us to be happy. This is what she always say, right? And then I think she has done that really, really well. And love her a lot, and just very, very happy that she is my mom this life, and I hope that it's going to be the same next life as well.
Wow.
Very nice, very
So yes,
nice.
sum it all. Okay, thank you very much.
For Doreen?
So for me, I mean, Karen has actually mentioned it, very, very succinct, very accurately. I mean, I really concur with what she said. Like, she is really very super important in our lives, and I think she knows that also. And I think we are all very thankful, not only us, but all our extended family. So she has gained many sons through us also. And I think I'm very, very thankful that with the growing family, with all the grandchildren, and all of us really, really love her. So I think that's very important. So maybe for her, it's really time for her to really enjoy her life, which she is now. And I think what we could really pray is that she continue to have a very healthy life. Health is super important, right? And I think the rest will come. The rest will come nicely because she has a good heart. So she'll be blessed, and all of us are just so blessed to be within her bubble. Yeah.
Great. That's very, very good. Then Shirley?
Each of us say, yeah, I should have taken first, right? I should say, the last time we first.
Julie will say, slow down on the speed, don't move so fast.
Yeah. I mean, actually, whatever I said, Doreen has said already.
Hey, your version.
Can you hear or not?
Yeah.
it's just like
You stay with
thankful that-
mommy. I suppose when you stay with mommy, right? One thing that you must have something that you haven't said to her before.
Sorry.
There's must be something that you have not really said to her, even though you stay in the same house.
Like, okay, Asian, or like say Asian, we don't say I love you every day. This, or I mean deep down, I do really love her a lot. Thankful. I'm thankful that I'm living with her for the fact that she is basically, I call her the walking CCTV at home. She just need to, whenever my phone rings, it's from mommy. I say, okay, what's next? Mommy's texting. Then her text goes very long, like a few minutes. Maybe she type, then she erase, then she erase. So I'm very thankful that she's staying with me, taking care of Clement, me, then Runa, Romin. She's doing a very, very great job as a mother as well as an ama. She may not be, she may not, she may not voice out herself that, I think she's always wanting to do as much as she can for us, but I always tell her, me, slow down, don't worry, I can cope, I can do it. But being a mother, she always want to, like I said, she always treats us like a little girl, keep on providing for us. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm very blessed. Especially where I have home cooked meal every single day. That's very, very good. I'm very thankful. That's where that's why Clement and myself usually treat her with delicious meals outside lah. Yeah.
FYI, Shirley, she also told me that she feel very blessed to be living with you and Clement.
FYI.
She may not survive with her second and her fourth daughter.
That's true also. That's true also. I can verify that CNN.
Yeah. For maybe.
Yeah. So it's very, very good lah. It's very, very good that at the end of the day, as long as everybody is happy and ultimately mother's love lah. Mother is always mother is nothing can beat mother's love lah, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's very, very good lah. I got okay. All right. So I think that I think is almost about an hour already. So I thank everybody for for coming together, spending some time. I really hope that our whole coffee talk today also people who come in and listen, people who view, I mean we imparted or we shared something which they will find useful, or that they can take away with. And ultimately nothing beats a mother's love lah, nothing lah, right? Okay, but before everybody go, let's just see if there's any questions for anybody or from people on the floor lah, right? Yeah, because that's why I turn on my. I'm watching. See if any
Ask any
questions.
question, Tan Shek Ann.
She wants to say anything, Tan Shek Ann. Private chat.
No, she's watching Vincenzo.
She's watching Vincenzo.
It's a good show. I like it, love it. Like.
Yeah, the Korean drama keeps us sane, Doreen.
Yeah, I mean, so now, you watch Korean drama. KAREEN watch Korean drama. Doreen also watch Korean drama, right?
Doreen just joined the league after so many years. If not, she will just watch the last episode first, the last 5 seconds, the last 5 minutes of the show.
I think mom also does that, right? Usually she just, if she want to watch the whole show, she always watch the ending first.
Mom, yeah, when she's bought
her Hwahi Tai, she always watch the ending first, then after that finish watching the ending, then only she watch from the beginning.
Oh my god, so impatient.
Actually, I do that now also.
Yo, spoiler alert, man.
Spoiler alert, then beginning.
Yeah, because
do you mean the end of the book first before you go to the front?
Yes, sometimes. I will.
That's why Megan is like her, Megan.
Yeah. So okay, I think everybody has got there's no questions coming in yet, and I don't want to take up too much of each and everyone's time. So thank you very much once again for coming on board, coming in, being able to just coming together. And I mean, for me, I'm so glad also that we did this session, because hardly I get all the sisters together also, sharing about, a common thing, which is our mom, which is your mom, and like I said, this is a tribute to motherhood lah. So yeah, I truly believe, whether or not she watched this tonight also, she knows that each and every one of you all love her very much, including me. Okay.
Thank you for moderating
Yeah.
this, Lemon.
Yeah. So
Really,
thanks.
you wait for me, waiting so hard to eat. They start calling Doreen, one is the only one that I can remember.
Yeah. So okay. So thank you very much, Kareen, all the way from UK. Thank you very much, Doreen.
Thank you.
And thank you very much, Milo Paul, for taking time, to be on this coffee talk. And I look forward to many more coffee talks, of course, and maybe there will be future invites again, right? So
Definitely.
thank you very much, girls.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank
Good night.
you.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
Good
Bye.
night.
Good
Good
night.
night. Bye.
Good night.
Okay. So there you have it, guys and gals. Everybody who's tuning in, right? In tribute to motherhood, So I really hope that you all enjoyed the coffee talk. But in tribute to motherhood, in tribute to mothers, for this upcoming Mother's Day, I just want to say a few things, or maybe we can write something nice for our moms. Like you're my one, and like, okay, just do something special for them. I mean, even though, yes, we did mention that Mother's Day, if make Mother's Day every day, but of course, since Mother's Day is going to be this weekend, just show them some appreciation, even though we are showing them every day. Let them know again that they're special. Maybe for those of us who don't tell our mothers I love you often enough, maybe just tell them, I love you. For those who don't spend time with them enough, spend a little bit of time. For those who don't, for those people who don't like to hug, maybe just give your mom a hug. So yeah, so do show that, do show our moms that we do appreciate and love them. And I believe each and every one of us has our own special way, to show them. So thank you once again for joining us for Coffee Talk, and I look forward to seeing all of you again um, next week. So thank you. And before I end the coffee talk, I also would like to tell my mother, tell my mom that you are my one and only, and you will always have a special place in my heart. Thanks for bringing me up, you know, taking good care of me, and guiding me to be who I am today. I've seen the sacrifice that you have done, the sacrifices that you have done, and I really, really do appreciate it. Oh, so thank you once again, everybody, for joining us. I'll see you soon. All right. Bye.